Good morning. This is a Year 8 revision, our health and the effect of drugs. So today, Mr. Handy Clement will try to show you about many types of drugs. Okay, so we have, for our revision, we have 4 types here. Painkiller, depressants, stimulants, and hallucinogens. The first type, painkiller, as you know, to reduce the pain and inflammation, such as aspirin and paracetamol. So these will cause some stomach lining damage if you use it excessively. Depressant will make you feel relaxed and drowsy, okay, such as heroin and cannabis. Okay, the drowsiness and lack of the coordination can cause post-use hallucination. Reduce breathing and can cause death. Next, stimulant make you feel like, oh, you are alert, you are energetic. Okay, so cocaine and amphetamines can cause aggression and paranoia, okay, and can cause depression also later, and panic when you stop. Last one, oh, this is made you hear and see something more intensively, you know. The example are LSD and the magic mushroom. It cause you confusion. User can see and hear things that are not there. Dancing snake, for example. The snake that can dance. Dun, 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 dun. It can cause a lot of bad trip, can cause flashback or sometimes afterwards. Yes. So all drugs, all of these type of drugs, they can be addictive and has a lot of side effects. Side effects such as unwanted symptoms caused by taking drugs, rashes, headaches, and nausea. Besides this type of drugs, we have another type which is called recreational drugs. These are non-medical reason use. So previously it was a medical one, so this is non-medical. For example, caffeine in the coffee, tobacco in the cigarette, and alcohol in the wine and beer. Some recreational drugs are illegal, okay, such as cannabis, ecstasy, and cocaine. Okay, smoking and drinking alcohol are the two types of the recreational drugs. People smoke, okay, because there is nicotine, a drug which speeds up the heart rate and raises the blood pressure, leads to the increased risk of the heart disease, heart attack, and stroke. Smoking damage blood vessel and the lung, leads to the cough, lung infection such as bronchitis, emphysema, and lung cancer. Whereas alcohol slow down reaction, reduce coordination, and alter persevere in short term. In long term, will cause some liver failure, brain damage, increased risk of stroke and heart attack, anxiety and depression. So, and then you have the withdrawal syndrome. Okay, whereas this is when you are trying to stop taking the drugs. You may feel sweating, sibling headaches, muscle pain, and sickness. Next, we also have microbes, which cause microbes and microorganisms are very small organisms that can be seen only using microscope. Most microbes are harmless to humans, but a small amount of them can cause disease. The good microbes are such as yeast for making bread and brew some wine and alcohol. How microbes cause disease? Number one, they can attack and destroy our cell. Number two, they produce a chemical called toxin. Okay, Let me ask you a question. So if the microbe has already produced a toxin on the bread, and if you try to steam it or bake it again to kill the microbes, do you think you can eat the food that you have warmed it and reheat it? Sometimes it's not, right? Because even though the bacteria and the virus, the microbe has died, but the toxin is remain there. Toxin is the poison. The poison is still on the food. Fortunately, our body can protect us from this disease in several ways. For example, our intact skin, the skin, intact means the perfect one, okay? As a barrier to stop the microbes entering the body. Microbes try to enter the body through body opening. So where's the body opening? Yes, number one, eye. However, eye have tear that can kill microbes. Next, ear. Ear have the wax to trap the microbes. Nose and throat produce mucus. And then the food that you eat into your body, in the stomach, there has an acid to kill the microbes as well. And then lastly, the urine will flush out all the microbes that enter to the genital and vagina produces acid to kill microbes. How the blood protect us against the microbes? Sometimes the skin get damaged and microbes get entry. We then need a different kind of defense against the microbes. Then our blood can clot to stop microbes from getting into our blood. Our blood contains white blood cells. This cell can attack and engulf microbes. They can also make microbes clump together and produce chemical to destroy them. This is the white blood cell. This is pathogen. They try to engulf it, to ingest the pathogens, and the pathogen is trapped, and then pathogen has been digested. This we call it the immune system. There are some white blood cells called memory cell. When we get a disease that we recover from, our body make memory cells. If the same microbe enter the body again, the memory cell produce antibodies right away to destroy it, even before we are aware of the fact that we are ill. There are three different types of the microbe that can cause disease. One is bacteria, second is virus, the third is fungi. Bacteria can be seen with a light microscope and cause disease such as tuberculosis. Viruses are much smaller and can only be seen with an electron microscope. They can cause disease such as polio and also now the COVID-19. Fungi can cause the disease such as athlete's foot. Some diseases can be prevented by vaccination and some can cure by antibiotics. Antibiotic is meant for the bacteria also, not for virus. Vaccination is where dead microbes are injected into the body, causing the blood to make memory cell. We are then protected against the microbes. Antibiotics are chemicals which kill bacteria that have entered our body. Can you hear? Antibiotics do not work against the viruses. Okay, so we should try some questions for that purpose. Okay, here. Look at the label of the human body. Add label to the drawing to show that how the body prevents the entry of microbes. Just now, this is eye, right? And then this is the ear. And then this is nose and throat. And then this is the skin. And then this is the vagina. This is the urine. And then this is the stomach. Okay. Explain difference between how they protect. Actually, the ear is using the ear wax. The eye is using tear, a chemical to kill the bacteria. Nose and throat is a mucus. Skin is a barrier to protect us. Vagina is the acid to kill the microbes. Urine that flush out the bacteria and the virus and the microbes. Stomach, we have the acid to kill. Especially the difference between the medical drugs and the recreational drugs. Okay, this is to treat disease. This is for pleasure. Recreation drugs can be divided into three categories. Give one example of each and describe how the body, okay, the present, relax. This is for relax. Example will be heroin, stimulant to make you alert. Example is cocaine, hallucinogen, author, changer, alters the perception. The thing you see here is can change one. So a good example is LSD. Many people drink alcohol excessively and smoke. Describe the possible long-term effect of the human body of drinking alcohol excessively and okay, long-term, more and more. Okay, this will be the lung infection, lung cancer. Whereas alcohol will be liver failure or liver cancer. This is Mr. Henry Clement for a revision. Hope you enjoy this class. Today is a very short class. Okay. Okay, we may try the above one, before we close the call of the class. Okay, the graph shows a variation of the characteristic found in human. Variation can be either continuous or discontinuous. Continue, just look at this one. Okay. Explain the graph, the difference between these two types of variation. Okay. Continuous variation shows a complete range of differences such as height, whereas discontinuous variation has discrete group of variation. Example like the bird types, the the number of color, a number of students who like the 4 different color. All these are discrete data. Okay, and then we may do this one as the division as well. Complete the table, putting each one correct the respiration. Okay, so we have 2 types of respiration. One is aerobic, another one is anaerobic. So use oxygen, aerobic, produce lactic acid, anaerobic, produce alcohol, anaerobic, release most energy, aerobic, fermentation, use the respiration, anaerobic. Aerobic respiration in yeast is different from anaerobic respiration in human. Describe the difference. Yeast produce alcohol and carbon dioxide, whereas this one respiration in human only produce only lactic acid. Explain the importance of having a skeleton. We have 3 use, right? Support, and then allow movement, and then protection, and last one, I think you know that the bone marrow make red blood cell. Looking at the skeleton, complete the table. I think everybody know this one, right? This is a skull. Number 2 is the ribs. Number 3 is the spine. Number 4 is the joint, elbow. Number 5 is the hip joint. Number 6 is the femur. Number 7 is the kneecap. Number 8 is the radius and ulnar. Number 9 is the pelvis. And then this is a humerus. Okay, so this is the division from Mr. Henry Clement. Hope you enjoy this one. See you later. This is today's class. Hope you really enjoy this one. Thank you very much. Bye.